The notion that Homelander's super weak outside of the boys' universe is just plain wrong. Obviously, he couldn't take characters like Omni-Man or Superman, but he could easily wipe most of the MCU. Any superhero in the boys worth a damn is bulletproof. I think that any superhero that isn't bulletproof is pretty much useless. Like someone with the AK-47 could easily take down Spider-Man.
At first I was going to hear you out because it's been quite a while. I was assuming people had better arguments, but then you started off with Spider-Man can be taken out by an AK? Did we watch the same movies? If you rewatch the entire scene, Spider-Man is not touched once except from the drones that don't use projectile weapons such as bullets but use sonic booms. So unless you're going to argue Homelander's going to attack him with some air, he's not getting touched.
Even the super powerful Avengers like Doctor Strange and Wanda is kind of a plot hole that someone could just go behind them and shoot them in the back and they'd be dead.
Taking a bomb to the face is far more impressive than being shot at. Unfortunately, I couldn't find any similar feats of the Scarlet Witch, but judging from the fact that she is the Scarlet Witch, a Nexus being, that also happened to be jumped by the entire village of Carmitage, including other villages of the Mystic Arts, we can assume she scales far above Doctor Strange in durability. She's not getting shot in the back.
Homelander is him easily punching through Black Noir, who is proven to be bullet and bomb proof.
I have no idea what you're talking about. He completely off-guarded Black Noir. They just got done hugging and Noir had no intention of killing Homelander, nor did he think Homelander had any intention of killing him. Black Noir also isn't bulletproof. I don't know why people think this. His suit is bulletproof. In his fight with Butcher and the boys, he tries to put his hand over Huey's gun and it goes straight through his hand. This also isn't even a good feat to substantiate the durability of Black Noir's suit for the simple fact that these bombs were created by MM with house products. These aren't military grade bombs. But judging from the fact that they did far more damage to his suit than the bullets did, if Black Noir was butt booty naked, then he probably would have died. Judging from the fact that we now know Black Noir, which is stronger than most suits, isn't even bulletproof, and the fact that his suit, which is bulletproof, was damaged by a non-military grade homemade bomb, this doesn't substantiate Homelander's strength and actually downplays the strength of suits altogether.
Proof. This means he could easily punch through Captain America, Iron Man.
I'm not even gonna go into this argument for the simple fact that Iron Man's nanotech is able to tank attacks from Thanos, and Captain America wields Mjolnir, meaning he has the powers of Thor. The strength and durability of Thor. Thanos literally scales above somebody who beat the brakes off of Fenrir and staggered Surtur. That's how high Iron Man's nanotech durability is.
Hammer, if he be worthy, shall possess the power of Thor.
We know Thor's power includes his strength and durability, judging from the fact that he got the martyr coins beaten out of him by a trained martial artist. So in absolutely no way is Homelander punching through a nanotech Iron Man or Captain America.
Happens when Iron Man punches Captain America.
This is just a blatant misinterpretation of the entire scene that happened. Iron Man isn't trying to kill Captain America, he's simply trying to disarm him, and from those weak attacks he actually was doing so. He's trying to go over there and kill his buddy old pal, Bucky, for offing his mother. If Iron Man was actually trying to kill Captain America, he wouldn't have hesitated to use blasters on him like he did to blast off Bucky's arm. Judging from the fact that he wasn't trying to hurt him, that is exactly why he is able to tank the punches Iron Man is throwing at him.
The first episode of The Boys really showed us how powerful Homelander is.
Homelander?
You boys okay?
Look at you go. Wow, nice catch. 3,000 pounds, 40 miles an hour.
He just went supersonic. I got him locked.
Excluding Hawkeye and Black Widow for obvious reasons, I showed feats from each Avengers' first ever movie to substantiate the fact that they'd easily be able to replicate what Homelander and Maeve just did. In fact, the feats that I show further substantiate the fact that these Avengers are far stronger than Homelander and Maeve will ever be.
Fights are also really hard to judge because of the inconsistent power scaling in the boys and the MCU. As you just saw, Thor gets easily stabbed and has to dodge bullets, but he can also take the full power of the sun. It just doesn't make any sense.
I don't know if you must have forgot this, but Loki is also a god, and not only is he a god, he was taught by one of the best witches in the entire MCU how to use magic. Those daggers aren't normal knives, they are blades imbued with magic. Thor is a warrior who is 1500 years old, and unlike Homelander and Maeve, he doesn't actually know the scale or lethality of the attacks that Earth has to store since this is his first time here. Judging from the fact that he just fought relatively with Hulk, and Hulk is easily able to tank these bullets, Thor could have did the same, but judging from the fact that he's a warrior and doesn't just stand there and let his opponents attack him, Thor had no way of knowing this, and therefore the logical assumption would just be get out of the way. Compare this with Hulk, who has no fighting IQ whatsoever and just wants to get rid of anything that irritates him. Thor jumps out of the way because he doesn't know how dangerous the attacks are, while Hulk doesn't care about how dangerous they are. If it makes him mad, he's going to run straight at it. No defense whatsoever. Once again, this is a contextual situation, and you just misinterpreted the scene completely despite watching the exact same thing that I did.
But he can also take the full power of the sun. It just doesn't make any sense. But still, while there are superheroes who are way more powerful than Homelander in the MCU, he could still kill most of them pretty easily.
I have no idea why you just compared the first Avengers Thor, who didn't even know how dangerous bullets were, to a Ragnarok Thor, which just got done fighting basically the top 3 gods in the entire Marvel-verse. It's definitely not an inconsistency due to all the power-ups Thor got between the first Avengers movie all the way up to Ragnarok.
A new world record for A-Train. They say
the fastest character in this series has a top speed of 829 miles per hour. Everybody in the boys gets blitzed by 2008 first Iron Man suit Iron Man. Just in case there are any rats trying to substantiate the fact that he dodged Starlight's light, I'm gonna put quotes on that. Here's a clip of him literally stating it would take him 3 hours just to clear the boroughs in New York.
The fuck?
How did you find us?
Please. I can cover the boroughs in like 3 hours.
A-Train is not light speed, he is canonically 829 miles per hour at his max speed. He is the fastest person in the boys. If that's the case, he gets blitzed by literally all of the Avengers except Hawkeye and Black Widow. Of course, you can argue that Homelander flies faster than him, but Homelander doesn't fight while flying, and therefore there's nothing to scale how effective he would be airborne, not to mention all the characters that I mentioned previously are not only faster than him, they can also fight airborne, so it wouldn't work anyway. But once again, judging from the fact that A-Train's literal entire compound V superpower is super speed, giving him the fastest character in the boys is not a arguable title canonically.